Okay, so I'm really nervous to do this video. So, just so you guys know, I just know that a lot of people will probably label me as some religious nut job. But I just have to try not to let that bother me. I do really care what people think, and I wish I didn't care as much, but I do. But I can't let that stop me from doing what I feel like God wants me to do. So I've been more hesitant to share these last few things, but just praying a lot about it, and I feel like God told me now is not the time to wait and to question. Now is the time to speak out. And then I felt Him reminding me of the verse Matthew 10:27 that says, "What I tell you in darkness, speak in the light. And what you hear whispered in the ear, proclaim from the housetops." So that's what... Okay, sorry about that. So that's what I feel like God's telling me. So I just have to listen and try to obey as best I can. And people think what they want. So I want to share a few things that I feel like I've gotten recently. One is a dream. Two things are messages that I feel like I got in my sleep, but it wasn't really a dream. So, but I'll explain those in a minute. And so several more things. So just wanted to start out with sharing the one thing that I got while I was in my sleep, and it was just something I heard over and over and over. I was dreaming all night like normal. Bunch of random weirdness, just like I normally dream, just stuff that there's no way I could remember, a bunch of random weird stuff. And then, but on top of that, a layer, like on top of that, I heard, He is coming, He is coming, He is coming, He is coming. And that was just, that voice was going on. I don't know if it was me saying it or somebody saying it to me, but it was that voice all night long. And I woke up like 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times throughout the night with my baby or different reasons. And when I go back to sleep, I keep hearing that voice in my dream. He's coming, He is coming, He is coming, all night long. So that's one thing I got. And then another one is a dream. And I got confirmation, I feel, from this. So I'm going to tell you what the dream was, and then I'll tell you what the confirmation was. But in the dream, I was in Jerusalem, and it was the Feast of Trumpets. And I heard a trumpet blast. And then somebody told me, they said, "He's here, He's coming now." And I said, "I know, I heard the trumpet." And then immediately I started trying to go to the temple and to get inside the temple. And in my dream, the temple was still there. But it was just symbolic, I think. But so I was trying to get to the temple. When I got to the temple, I was in the, what is it called? The holy place or whatever. Not the Holy of Holies, but right outside of that. I was standing there in the temple, and I was looking around, and there was nobody else there, and there's nobody else that was even trying to get in. And I was really distressed because everybody was just going about their business like normal. Nobody was even trying to get into the holy place in the temple. And even the Christians that I knew that I was there with weren't even trying to get in. And I was trying to get there so that I could be in the correct place when Jesus came. And that person, I heard the trumpet, that person said He was coming. And so I was trying to make sure I was in the right place when He came. So there was that. And I feel like that message was, first of all, He's coming soon. And that a lot of Christians even aren't really ready. And so that's just like, we need to be in the right place for Him to come. And I feel like that's in worship, in His presence, seeking Him daily, taking it seriously. And so there was that. Another one was just like the night before last, I believe. Again, same kind of thing. I'm just dreaming like normal, just a bunch of random weirdness, nothing really. But there was a voice, or it was me saying it, either one, over top of everything. And it was saying 2 and 3 verses, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, all night long. And that night too, I woke up several times throughout the night. And whenever I go back to sleep, these Bible verses would continue, quoting word for word, one after another, over and over and over and over, all night long. So that was pretty crazy. The 2 verses are, I'm just telling you what they are. The two verses are, the first one is Revelation 10:11. It says, "You will again prophesy concerning many nations and peoples and tongues and kings." So I don't know what that was exactly about. I think it was probably to me, that because I was wondering, you know, is God going to keep speaking to me like he has been? Is he going to keep telling me a lot of things? Or was that pretty much it? But I wondered that, and then, so maybe that was just for me. I don't know. But anyways, and the next one was, "While they're saying peace and safety, then destruction will come upon them suddenly, like labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape." And that's 1 Thessalonians 5:3. And in my head, I just heard those over and over and over and over and over. And then after a few rounds of that, this third verse would come in. And it's Psalm 91:8. It says, "You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked." So that one was in there too. And again, those verses were just over and over and over and over repeating in my mind all night long. And I couldn't get them out of my head. So, you know, does it mean anything? Was it just something I was thinking about? I don't know. But I really do think that God is trying to tell us he's coming soon. We need to be ready. And the people that are in him, Psalm 91 applies to us. Like, we're not going to experience the horrors. We are going to just watch and just see from a distance. And the people that are not in him, they will experience those things, and we need to be warning people. And, you know, whether they'll listen or not, at least once they start seeing those things happen, they're going to know, okay, those people were told by God. It's not just some chance. So I do think warning people, whether they listen or not, is for a good reason. So there's those things. And then there's one more thing, well, a couple more things I want to share. Buddy boy, what are you trying to get to? Can we get this stuff? There's one more thing I want to share, and that is probably a couple months ago, I guess, I was praying. I felt like God was telling me Jesus is coming soon, and I was like, okay, soon can mean anything. He said soon, you know, thousands of years ago, 2,000 years ago. So I was like, okay, soon, what does soon mean? So I was praying, asking Jesus, are you really coming back really soon? And like, is that real, or is it just something that's just, you know, it's gonna be a while? And as I was praying about it, I was like, God, could you just show me a little bit of when you're coming back? And I don't know why I was praying that, but I was. And I heard in my mind Ezekiel 7. Now, I wasn't even sure if Ezekiel was a book. I know that's terrible. But I couldn't even remember if Ezekiel was for sure a book or just a person in the Bible. And so I was like, okay, Ezekiel 7. So I looked up Ezekiel, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to turn to the 7th chapter. No idea what it's about. It's probably something super random. And I read Ezekiel 7. Go read Ezekiel 7. It is crazy. It's saying an end is coming now. It's here. An end is coming to the earth, and all this stuff. It repeats it like over and over and over. So I was like, oh, okay. It says it's here now, and now it's coming, and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's what his answer was to my question. So I'm guessing when God says something is now, that it's probably pretty soon. And then another thing I just thought was cool. As I felt like God was telling me all this about Jesus coming soon and having those dreams and stuff, my family was in the process of about to move to a house. And this is our first house that we've been looking forward to doing for years and years. And so I just thought it was a cool picture that I was at our camper, and I was waiting for my husband Brandon to get home. He had been working in Virginia, but I'd been waiting for him to come home, and I knew I had to be ready to move. Whenever he came home, I had to be ready to move to our new house. And I just thought it was a really cool picture of Jesus coming back for his bride, and us need to be ready, and him coming to take us to our new home. Sorry. So anyways, those are the thoughts that I had. That's the things I felt like I should share. Like that. So, yeah, that's it. And I care about you guys, and even the people that I don't know that'll be watching this. I know you may think I'm crazy, but this is just what I feel like is obedience to God. So, there it is. And I hope you guys have a super good day and are blessed. And yeah, take care.